Hello everyone, welcome you to our channel, and today we will talk about what is meaning of life. Am I happy? This is the most important question in life. This is what absolutely everyone wants. Everything starts from the question. Ask yourself more often. Further, I think person begin to think, sicker, sick. Am I happy? If yes, then thanks to what? What am I doing right? How to prolong happiness for tomorrow and beyond? Because stock up on happiness it is impossible. It is only here and now. And if it not, I am unhappy, then why? The truth is that most people simply never think about such things. They don't need all this, because they live unconsciously, do not work over themselves. They don't think at all what and why they are doing, but they may be happy. Everyone can be happy, but successful? No. Happy? Anyone. They are cheerful and happy with life. Smile, walk, drink beer, go to some demonstrations. They do nothing achieved in life, and not achieved, and they do not need it. Quite different desires, small, accessible. They are easy to enjoy, and the satisfaction of needs, even the most primitive ones, is happiness. The simpler the request, the closer the happiness. There are two key points: happiness and success. Don't confuse them, they are not the same. You can be successful and unhappy, or on the contrary, unsuccessful, but quite happy. Success, unlike happiness, is not a category for everyone. It's always a competition, like the World Cup. Someone won, someone in second place, in third, hit the top three winners. It means a successful person. And the rest, who is where? In sixth place, in 12th, there isn't much of a difference anymore. They will still not be called successful, and in general they are unlikely to be remembered. Not everyone is given to be a champion, so he does not there is such a desire. The one who has talent, it is much more difficult. The need to realize himself, to become the best simply bursts him from the inside, does not give rest, pushes him to action. A very difficult path. But you have to go for it, because a failed, ruined talent, it is a very big disaster. The more a person is given, the higher the requirements for him. Receive the gifts for ability, intelligence, be kind, work it out. There are very few such people, a maximum of a few percent, and most likely 1% no more. It is impossible for such a person to become happy without difficulty. He has to work hard on himself, literally every day, to put everything in himself on the shelves. Nature requires. If you want to be successful, decide in what exactly, and move every day in this direction. And ask yourself the second most important question: am I successful? Only the best people achieve success. There was money, and now it was gone. Won, then lost. Success is momentary, relative, and is a kind of pyramid. On the top, two below him, then 3, 4, and so on, and below almost all the rest of people. When the upper ones go up, then the lower ones rise slightly after them, although, by and large, the pyramid itself does not change much during the whole time. As the rich and the poor were 2000 years ago, so and now everything is left. Only today's poor have things that recently even kings could not even dream of, for example, TV, for example, a mobile phone, car, but they can't call and feel successful, in a way. All types of success, one way or another, are interconnected. And this, in my opinion, is very correct. We will not hypocrites. Let's be realistic. It is the amount of money is often the best indicator of what benefit you bring to society, how you are useful to people. I am probably going to upset a lot of people right now, but the further you move forward, the more clearly you realize a simple thought. You will have to work not less, but more and more, constantly. But work will be fun. You need to wake up and start working right away. A high level of consciousness allows a person to relax and see everything around him in the right light. What does it mean to correctly interpret what is happening? I answer. Do not perceive problems and crises as a catastrophe. Every event in your life is given by God. Thus God helps and blesses you. No need to be angry at obstacles. They must be overcome in order to become stronger, wiser, more successful. To be happy means to take everything as a gift, all, both pleasant and unpleasant. This is what happiness is. What do you need to do to get smarter? According to elementary logic, how it turns out, everything you do affects the mind. The mind affects success, success affects happiness. Therefore, all our actions should be aimed at achieving happiness. This is ideal, of course, but for this we have been given life, it is meaning. Don't look for complex answers to simple questions. One becomes smarter, then learn and quickly, without delay, apply acquired knowledge, theory in practice. To process, went faster and more efficiently. Don't wallow yourself. Find worthy teachers who really help you help. It is very important. After all, you yourself do not notice and do not. You can correct your mistakes. They are only visible from sides. Without clear game skills, you are powerless in front of any opponent. And when the teacher pokes your nose into mistakes, you will learn to notice them and correct them. That is, you need to gain knowledge, and the real ones. The main knowledge is preciously the understanding of what exactly are you doing wrong. Understood and disappointed? It's okay. The next day, you will try to do it right. This is how you learn to act. You will raise the level of consciousness, and as a result, you will attract your success. The mind affects the wallet, and the wallet affects happiness. In order for a person to live well and comfortably, both the pocket and the stomach must be full. Persistently improve, develop, grow. As a result, everything will be fine in your pocket, and in your soul too, because more in your pocket means more power. When a person has $1 million in his wallet, he feels much happier and healthier. Especially a man with money, he is stronger. This million is his fortress. Focus gives a steady, daily acceleration. One has only to remove the focus. Everything instantly slows down. Being in focus means constantly being in a good shape. That's the only way. When you have something planned, you disconnect from everything else and do only this, the most important thing at the moment. Why does a person have a lot of money? Because he is able to do the main things, and he is able to understand what exactly is this main thing. That's all. For the rest, for details, there are assistants, a team. Talent to assemble a team and shift to 98% of the worries. Talent needs a teacher to fulfill itself. Without self-realization, talent gets sick, becomes an inveter, drunkard, and dies. Genius is another matter, but geniuses are few and far between. Everything in life works on a very simple principle: giving and receiving energy. If you want to get something, you have to give something. Keep this in mind when making your top plans. Actions and categories are best of all. Goals are receiving. Just, it is not enough to do something. It is necessary to make it better than yesterday, but improving. You are investing in the goal. Knowledge gives an understanding of where, how, and what focus to focus on, but the ability to focus must be developed in each individual. Focus and self-confidence grow out of clarity. Complete clarity, understanding of the situation, goals, and actions are very important. Without this, there is no point in starting something at all. Your motto: don't put off for today what you can do now. Experience is the sum of mistakes made. What matters is not what happens, but how we deal with it. Learning how to relate to what is happening is our main task, because all life, until the very last minute, a series of events will drag on. At least half of them will be unpleasant. And it does not depend on us, but the interpretation depends entirely on us. What we will think about what is happening. Will we think how unfortunate we are, in what country we were born, in what a difficult time, and how unlucky we were, and the wizard did not fly in the blue helicopter to help us? Or we will choose a proactive position and understand that nothing happens just like that, and nothing happens by chance happens. Any success is a consequence. There are reasons, there is a certain mindedness. And there are chances and opportunities that are given to us. If we were poor yesterday, no one bothers us to get rich tomorrow. If yesterday we were stupid, then why not we will not grow wiser tomorrow? Such chances are gifts above, much more than you can see. They are given literally every day on you. Take it, use it. The Creator gives us more and more opportunities and asks, do something, stop messing around 24 hours a day. And you need a little from you. Just present the returned gift to God. No need to mumble a memorized prayer in church and stare stupidly the rest of the day on Facebook. God gave you a whole day of life today, so you do at least something useful. Please someone who can please your body, loved ones, or just people, not necessarily close ones. Focus on such an easy task, and you don't even have to go to church. God is in you, in your brains. Thoughts, things of joy. If you please the body is health. If close ones are relations. If just people, then this is a business. It's wonderful how everything is arranged. Look, what harmony. All development begins with excitingness, with dissatisfaction, with the exciting situation. Demanding, dissatisfaction, greed, reason for leadership, in a good way. Then there are the techniques and technologies. Focus to understand what exactly you don't like. Focus is understanding what you don't like, and most importantly, what do you like? What do you really want? For example, Emilio, you need to set clear and specific goals for yourself. For example, I want that kind of money, that kind of health, and such relationships. Inner freedom or lack of freedom is not white and black color, is also a matter of degree. This is the freedom to move around the world, the freedom to live where you want, with whom you want. But there is the need for more. such an internal dissatisfaction. This is the most natural human desire, to conquer more and more levels of freedom. Conquered, and you can, for example, allow yourself to live in winter, where there are palm trees and it's beautiful. If you can afford whatever you want, that's material freedom. Spiritual freedom is when you are not afraid of anything. Each of us can afford something, but not the other, and keep in mind that desires are growing. If you have an idea, it means that it must be implemented and not just hover in the air. The essence of any achievement is dissatisfaction with one's current position. If you feel bad, that's good, and the more bad, then better. The more chances to radically change the situation. Those who know how to invest time become truly rich. The money will follow on its own. Learn to invest time. You can easily handle money. We must accustom ourselves to work in any conditions, even when there is absolutely no energy for it. You have to force yourself. Recessions happen to anyone, including even the most successful billionaires. Absolutely everyone has their ups and downs, victories and defeats. Something doesn't work. The main task is to accustom yourself to work constantly, regardless of mood. For a good result, resistance and load are needed, and the load must constantly grow. You got a great bonus. You became strong and resilient. And only you can force yourself, and no one else. Force, resist, overcome. After all, you grow only in those moments when you resist. And the more violent the resistance, the more tangible the growth. I don't understand the phrase, I don't have enough time. If a person does not have enough time, so he has problems with his head. It may sound harsh, but it is actually. Time is perhaps the only a thing that is distributed to everyone absolutely equally. 24 hours a day, everyone. How can it be missed? Who does it depend on? Yes, it's depend on you. To live means to manage time. If you have correctly decided what to do in the next 20 minutes, then you feel life for real. If you made the wrong decision, you will not live, but exist and complain about how you, the poor, unfortunate one, are constantly unlucky. When you learn to handle time, then everything will be fine with money. Time is primary, money is a consequence. The one who really values his time is active and demanding. He exhibits manic delegation. It means you never do what someone else can do, and all from this only well, and you yourself are well, and jobs are being created. But at the same time, there is also a maniacal existingness to the one to whom you delegate, because again, you have already learned to value time very highly, therefore, value money also. Don't ask, negotiate. Request is generally a desire to deceive. You please, do it for me because I'm so pretty. No, it's better to clearly agree. You do it for me this, and I'll pay you $16 for example, or $180 exactly what it costs. And there is no request, there is an agreement. It's business. Everyone is happy. The most important thing in business is exactingness. Begins with demanding of oneself and is it a consequence of the value of time. Each person must answer himself the question of how much money he wants to earn. For example, this year, exactly how much do you want? If you want $1 million, divide it by 365 days. You get something like 3,000, right? So every day, every 24 hours, you will have to do something that will bring you these 3,000. net profit. You wake up and in the morning you start thinking about how earn this profit. This is the meaning of the expression time is money. And why, by the way, do you need money? Not just for the sake of the money itself, but in order to enjoy life even more, the priceless time that is given to you. You make a very important decision for yourself, that every day you live will contain a whole life. And now, unfailingly stick to this formula. Every day is like a separate life, life in miniature. Every day is a new life, a new opportunity, a chance to complete change everything. Say never again, I won't be such an idiot. I don't want to end and I won't. Every morning you get such a unique chance. Just take it, decide, act. If there was no growth for you, because there was no resistance, and you should already be aware of this. If circumstances were against you, but you resisted them, you are a winner. And even if there was no progress, but there was internal growth. Thank you for watching us. Like, share, subscribe. See you in next video. Bye bye.